Hi guys, this is Pestily and welcome to another Escape from Tarkov video. Tonight I'm talking about the patch notes for 0.12.11.2, which will be out about 18 hours from when the Twitter post went out. So I'm going to go through all the changes, all the fixes, so you guys have an understanding what they mean. And hopefully I have some examples for you. But without further ado, let's crack straight into it. All right, so the Twitter came out and it said that the patch will happen at 1000 hours Moscow time tomorrow, which is about 18 hours since the Twitter post went out, which I'll have the Twitter post up there. This is patch 0.12.11.2, so it's mostly a fixes and changes patch. So you're not going to be like seeing like new guns or anything like that, but there are some pretty cool changes because I've already pre-read these, so I can make sure my notes are all good to go. Now, the precursor to this is when the patch does happen, the servers will be down for about 4 hours of time. So you know, just be prepared that you won't be able to play Tarkov for a period of time. So moving over to changes, the first one being the added fence reputation increase when successfully exiting any location as a player scav. Now, we don't know the exact specifics of this, but it might be every time you survive as a player scav without doing anything negative, or it might be after you do a few in a row, you will slowly climb up the player scav reputation with fence. And this has been something everyone's been asking for a while, or ever since they added player scav rep. So this will be a very welcome addition. The PMC scav cooperation extracts are now permanently available on all locations. Particularly on woods, there was a bit of an issue that people would scav in, but they wouldn't have the factory gate extract. So they wouldn't be able to go and team up with a PMC and extract out of the PMC co-op extract. So now that will be always available when you log in or when you load into a raid as either a PMC or a scav. There's been an adjustment to the Tagilla melee sound, which is no big deal right there. They added the sorting table to the scav item turn-in screen. So when you actually finish the scav raid, you got all those items there and you need to try and, you know, Tetris around to get it all sorted. That sorting table will now be there available on the scav item turn-in screen, which is a big welcome addition that everyone was asking for after they added the sorting table to the PMC. Now, this one's going to be an interesting one, which I'm kind of excited to see, which is they've added new quests for higher level players. So unsure what this means. I don't believe this will be the daily quest, but it could be. So we'll have to wait and see. I don't think it will be, but it just might be a few new additional quests for higher level players, which, like I said, we'll have to wait and see. As soon as these quests are out though, I will make a video detailing what you have to do. And hopefully it'll be actually fun. We'll have to, like I said, wait and see. Added the ability to change PMC voice in the sound settings tab. You can change the voice at any time or out of raid. Now, this is actually a bit of a cool addition because what happened was at the start of this wipe, didn't matter which voice you picked, you got USEC 1 or Bear 1. So a lot of people wanted to go under the Josh sound, which is 41's voice, and they got put over to a different one. So now they actually have the option. As long as you're not in raid, you go to the sound tab and you can change that. Various AI fixes, which, yep, sure, whatever. That's pretty much a copy paste from every other one. Added the ability to use the flea market to search and buy items from traders before players are level 20. So this is if you're looking for a specific item, you want to buy it from a trader, because obviously you don't have access to buying and selling on the flea market yet. You can literally search it in the actual flea market tab, or filter by item, or go link search, and you'll be able to find the items that you can buy from traders without having to like look through each of the traders to try and find the right items. Big win there. Dog tags will now be sorted by their levels. So if you've got a dog tag case and you press the sort button, it used to be by date. Now it will be sorted by levels. They added the 30% discount on all items bought from Fence on maximum loyalty level. Now, I am very, very close to maximum loyalty level, and I'm interested in seeing what happens once I get there. I think I'm at 5.82 now. It might even be slightly higher than that. So by the time that this patch happens, I'll hopefully be there and we'll be able to check out how much of a discount we're getting and all the new bonus benefits of being at level 2 or maximum loyalty level with Fence. They added a very low graphics preset. To my understanding, this will just mean that when you go to very low, it'll set all the other stuff to low as well. So I'll have a look at it once it happens. I'll do my post-patch analysis and go over some of these fixes and that to see how it looks. But yeah, there are a pretty big list of fixes, and I'll go over them as quickly as I can because some of them are very basic and straightforward, but some you might be a little bit confused on what they actually are about. The raindrops are now correctly displayed on hand models. Sometimes you'd get these weird like blotchy drops on the hand models. That will hopefully be fixed now. Fix the loot spawn in the lockers on interchange. Now, I made a video showing how there was like massive amounts of bitcoins and rollers on the lockers on interchange. I'm guessing they've nerfed this quite massively. because it was a little bit OP. Fixed a bug to which in some cases after raid healing menu was missing. I'm guessing sometimes you'd press next to go to the healing screen. It would skip that. So that's fixed. Ammo box names now correctly display their content. I'm guessing that's on the inside when you have like the types of ammo. It wouldn't actually show you the correct like naming. It would show you just like a brief thing. They've kind of fixed that up. The actual crafting time in the scav case now changes correctly based on reputation with fence. So in the scav like run on the hideout, say you went to do the moonshine run, it would default at 4 hours 40. With my scav rep, it would be like 3.5 hours. But then as soon as you click the start on it, it would jump back up to 4 hours 40. So now that's been fixed. So you actually get to do your moonshine runs or whatever other run you want to do a lot faster. Fixed a bug that caused a blank screen when examining modules on the weapon preset screen. Sure. Players no longer fall into geometry when reaching the junction of two inclined surfaces. So there was like issues when you would like, there'd be two like surfaces going up and you wouldn't be able to crawl up to it or through it, and then it would just bug out. That's been fixed. Raiders can no longer sprint with blacked out legs. This is actually something pretty big because a lot of time you take advantage of shooting a raider on the leg from distance and then they'd sprint off. So now you'll be able to get the cleaner headshot. Fence reputation will no longer increase when you kill a player scav that killed another player scav who was killing scavs. Yes, it's a bit of a head fuck. So just understand that I need to test this, but to my understanding, when a player scav kills another player scav that was killing scavs, then the first one, if you killed them, you would get a rep increase, but now you won't get that rep increase. Yep, let's go with that. Players can no longer slide off ledges while prone. Sure. Fixed a bug where players couldn't turn while prone on elevated surfaces. So you're looking down or up on a surface when you're prone and you're trying to snipe. You wouldn't be able to move your mouse left or right. It was really frustrating. So that's been fixed. Added the missing wall in the underground area in the factory location. So there was a bug where if you went to the factory extract, the seller's extract, there was actually a whole wall missing. You could see the whole map. Removed the ability to look through walls near the door next to the cars on the factory location. So there's another one where the way you do it is you go prone, you lean into the wall, and you can see through the wall. There's also the fix, which is the next line for the reserve location. So they've fixed that one there. And I believe they've been fixing it once around the rest of the maps too. Backpack and chest rig straps are now correctly displayed on the PMC head selection screen. I'm sure. Fix the flickering lights from lamps in the underground tunnels in the extended areas of the factory location. Cool. And there's another flickering lights fix for customs. Player head model Hudson is now correctly displayed with balaclavas and masks. I'm actually kind of interested in this. I'm pretty sure I've got the Hudson face. I might go check out what it looks like with the balaclavas on. Fixed several issues with lighting on the lab location. I do hope this is where the ramps are for the parking gate and the hangar gate. Sometimes the lighting wouldn't be on depending on where you are in the room. So I hope that's fixed because that was really frustrating. Fix the air filtering working time in the hideout. So the first time you put an air filter in, it would say 5 minutes, then you'd have to reload the game and it would go back up to 18 hours. So people would freak out about that. So hopefully that's just been a visual fix that's done. So now people can get past it. Fix the probability of scavs spawning next to players on all locations. I've actually had that happen a few times recently where scavs are literally spawned on top of me or right next to me. Fix the possibility of stashing a quest item on location while the item was moved into the quest items stash. And this was if you had an item that you needed to hand in for a quest, like say for example delivery from the past, you'd go into customs, you'd pick up the item, then you'd put it in the non-in raid tab, but then you could go into like factory and then hand in the quest item into factory without the risk of losing it. So that used to be a bug ages ago that people used to take advantage of. It appeared back at this wipe, I do believe. Someone told me about it a while ago, and now they are fixing it. So you will have to take it back into raid. Take advantage of it while you can because it's literally going to be gone in about 18 hours time. Insurance icon, the orange rectangle will no longer disappear after reconnect. Sounds are now correctly overlapped in some of the rooms on the shoreline location. I hope this is part of the east wing. You'd be on the first, second, or third floor, and it always sounded like you're on the same floor. Fix the double animation while equipping the MK47. So you do a heal with the MK, and it would like bring it up twice. It was really frustrating. So hopefully that's been fixed from now on because it cost you your life more than you'd think about it. The gas station fire and shoreline location now deals damage again. I tested this. People said that wasn't dealing damage. It must be specific areas that didn't do damage, but yeah, it does damage again now. Fix the possibility of players spawning outside of the map on labs location. I've only seen this happen a couple of times from clips, but I haven't seen it myself. Holders can now melee players while moving. Okay, so maybe they stood still when they tried to melee people before. So if you kept moving, they wouldn't hit you. Didn't know that. Adjusted the ability to equip the SIG Romeo 8T sight on some rails. Sweet. Fix the freezes while moving through tabs and filters on the trader screens. This has been really, really brutal, and it's actually been frustrating. I was counting it for a little while, saying most times you clicked on a filter, it takes 5 seconds. Let's hope that that's been fixed a lot, because it was consuming our lives how much time we would spend trying to load up between different screens. Quick melee hits no longer be performed with no stamina. So do a quick melee, it's double tap V, and it would just bring out your melee weapon and do a swing. Apparently you could do it with no stamina. Now it won't let you. So yeah, cool. Dead bodies will no longer fall through the ground on the interchange location. I haven't really seen much of that happening. It used to be really bad a while ago, like I'm talking a couple of years ago. That's now been fixed. And lastly, the progression value of the endurance skill in the raid will no longer change after player reconnects to the raid. So I'm guessing there was a bit of a visual bug with people leveling up their endurance skill, reloading into the raid, and it looked like it'd still go, but it probably wouldn't. So that is the visual bug for that, I'm guessing, fixed. Anyway, as for the patch notes, that is it. That is all. So hopefully you guys learned something from this. I'm actually going to be really excited to go over a lot of these things when the patch hits in about 18 hours time, and I'll go over and test out some of the stuff to make sure it is working correctly, particularly stuff like the hideout, the moonshine runs. That was pretty brutal. Definitely want to play around with the scav karma stuff. You know, that's big. I've been trying to push up to 6.0. It's been taking me ages to grind up there. I'm very, very close. It's been a very long grind. I've done about 500 scav raids to do it legitimately. I haven't tried to do anything dodgy, and so it's going to be cool to get that done. But besides that, hopefully you guys learned something from this video. If you did like, make sure you like and comment for the YouTube algorithm, and subscribe to keep up to date for the latest Tarkov content. My subathon has completed now, so I am back into full swing making Tarkov videos, and going to be getting back into the guides, and I've got a few opinion videos I want to share with you guys. Hopefully you guys will enjoy that too. But for this video, that is all. So if you haven't checked me out my live stream, go down the link below, give me a follow over there. And lastly, guys, I'll see you next time.